A lot of it is working 2 and 3 jobs at a time, the mother and the father. So the parent sometimes is not there all the time to see what the child is doing. So at that point, you can only teach them but so far and hope that it sticks and kicks in.
Right.
But meanwhile, you got to make a living.
But the home education is something you can't do because you don't have the time.
Right. You really don't. You can't.
You gotta make time to check their homework.
Right. If you're making 3 jobs just to turn around and pay the bills, by the time you get home, you're done. You're beat. You don't have time to sit down and say, what do you have for homework? You know? What did you learn today? Because you're so exhausted. Because you have to pay the bills. You have to get the school supplies. You have no time for anything other than to go to work those 3 jobs. She working 2 jobs. And meanwhile, the child may seem like it's left on his own. That's not necessarily true.
And so what does that mean for you for like the responsibility of the school district?
It pisses me off because at that point, if you try to explain your situation, it's like, well, if I did it, you can do it. That's the attitude. If I had to get out there and do it, and come out here and do it, then you have to go out there and do it. And you have to take care of your child. I understand that. But it's not always that easy.
Did you said you have 5 kids?
I have 5 children.
Kids. And some of them are older, and this is
Yes.
your youngest?
This is my youngest. I have 5 older children. 23 at the oldest, my oldest daughter. My 28 now. Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I couldn't even tell you their names half of the time. And my youngest here is 5, which I focus all my time on her. And I learn from my mistakes from my older ones, you know. And I try to, interact,
Right.
constantly.
It's very important.
It's important. You have to ask them how your day was. You have to open them up. You keep them talking. Always.
Fortunately, they got you there home and there because
Right.
most homes are single family homes.
But like I was saying, if you're working 2 and 3 jobs, sometimes you get in, you're done.
You can't do
You're
it.
wasted. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
And then they indicate, I hate this mess where you go to turn around and try to apply for a medication or a medical program and they say you make too much. Like, I work 3 jobs. I can't even pay the bills with the 2 jobs
It's a
I have.
catch-22.
How am I making too much? I
I'm
can't
not
pay my
eligible for
rent.
LIHEAP or any of
Right,
that because I
none
make
of that.
$2 more than what I
Right.
should make.
You want a program for LIHEAP, you can't get it.
I can't get it.
You make
I
$2
made,
more.
He told me I made $2 more than what I should be making.
Right. And it's all
I
rigged.
couldn't believe it.
It's all rigged.
But that's real. That's just to keep the
Right.
people from having that advantage. Like they dangle it out there, but everybody's not eligible for it.
They indicate, well, get an education, further your education. It's like that's not really going to help the situation where you can't even pay your bills to turn around and buy books or have money for a grant or a loan or whatever, you have nothing to work with.